Hey, welcome to Cal-Free Kicks. Thank you very much for watching. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and today it's all about the ADIDAS ULTRA BOOST 21. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and I always look into 5 different areas when I review a pair of sneakers. I'll then take all of those different sections into account and give the sneakers an overall rating out of 5 stars at the end of the video. If you like what you see as you're going along, drop some comments below, and also do not forget to click the thumbs up like button on your device. You can also take 2 seconds to subscribe to the channel below, and if you click the little notification bell that pops up next to it, you'll get a notification every time a fresh video drops on the channel. But more importantly, as a subscriber, you will be entered into a giveaway that I'm currently doing on my Nike Wear All Day video. So if you go to the YouTube channel for Cal-Free Kicks and click on the video for the Nike Wear All Day trainers, you can then see the full terms and conditions in the video and in the comments of a giveaway that I'm currently doing. Now it's the first 150 comments from subscribers with their shoe size that will be in with a chance of winning. So if you haven't already, go and check that video out. I'll put a link at the end of the video just so that you can find it a little bit easier. Right, moving swiftly on, let's get into this review of these Ultra Boost 21s by checking them out on feet. The ADIDAS ULTRA BOOST 21s look alright on feet and alright in hand. I'm not really that excited about the way they look because really I think Adidas have lost any lifestyle edge that they had with these shoes with this release. Now previously, probably up until the Ultra Boost DNAs from the original OG Ultra Boost ones, they had a really good lifestyle angle with their running shoes, with the Ultra Boost range, because they could do so much with it, and they did do so much with it. They had so many good colorways and good collaborations, but with the Ultra Boost 21s, I think they've moved completely away from any element of this being a lifestyle sneaker and moved purely towards it being a performance running shoe, which is fair enough. That's the route they want to take, but for me it's a real disappointment. Now it's quite bland and boring. This is the colorway that was released for members only, pretty much a pure white colorway with some iridescent details on the midfoot cage. You can get them in loads of different colorways, releasing from around the 28th of January up until the 4th of February. There's loads that are going to drop, but they're all pretty boring. I just can't see how Adidas are going to revolutionize this kind of boring performance running shoe look into a lifestyle shoe, and like I said, that's a disappointment for me. Talking about the shoe itself, it's got a prime blue prime knit upper, which is great because it's sustainable and it's made partially from recycled bottles in conjunction with Parley, which is brilliant. They've got a plastic midfoot cage on these. They've got some heat impressed details here on this prime blue upper with some kind of small perforated holes here, which we'll talk about more in the breathability section, and that is very important. Next, you've got just the laces here, and this is a full sock fit prime knit upper. So this kind of is the top of a tongue, but there's no actual tongue. It's an all-in-one sock knit upper. Then as you move around to the back, you've got the frosted kind of classic Ultra Boost cage there at the back, and then you've got quite an exaggerated heel at the back of this, which really is going to come in handy as a heel pull because they are very snug. You've got some padding on the inside of the shoe there, but really it's just this prime knit that features as the full upper. Then as you can see from the side of the midfoot here, you've got a huge Ultra Boost midsole on this shoe, 6% more boost than on any other Ultra Boost that's been released so far. So they really have packed it full of boost. Then as you look to the bottom of the sneaker, you can see that they've completely changed the Ultra Boost sole. Still in conjunction with Continental, so there is some tire rubber on here for extra grip, but they've got this LEP plastic, well it feels like plastic, hardened plastic torsion resistance system on the bottom of the sneaker now, which really does impact the comfort, which I want to talk about next, where I put this new Ultra Boost and LEP midsole to the test. The comfort of these Adidas Ultra Boost 21s is a real concern for me. Now the upper is incredibly comfortable. This prime knit, prime blue upper is soft and feels very nice on top of your foot. Feels like very sock-like, and also you get nice padding at the back of the heel as well, which adds extra comfort. No issues with on top of the foot. But unfortunately, underneath the foot is where I've got real issues. Now there's supposed to be 6% extra boost on this midsole, and you can see visually it looks huge. But a lot of that is for decorative purposes because it actually cups your foot. So your feet aren't directly on, I'd say, from here up of this part of the boost. So whether that 6% translates to additional underfoot boost, I don't know, but it doesn't feel as comfortable as older versions for me. Now this is really being transformed into a performance running shoe. I wouldn't wear these as an everyday lifestyle shoe because they have reduced the comfort for me just when you're walking around. Now this little extra push LEP torsion system on the bottom of the mid and kind of underneath the grip does apparently improve torsion flex, so it's not as easy for your foot to flex when you're running. But that really has reduced the amount of flexibility of the shoe overall, and also the performance of the boost in the toe section. Because it's so hard, I find the responsiveness doesn't really translate from the boost in the toe part of the shoe, and that's a real letdown. You can see here visually I'm pushing this shoe as hard as I can and it's not flexing. That really shows that there's very little flexibility and bounce back in that area of the shoe. This is an older pair of Ultra Boosts. I can fold that up all day long and it just pops back. That is the comfort that I enjoy from Ultra Boosts. These don't offer the same comfort. I think they're more rigid underfoot. Don't get me wrong, they're a pair of Ultra Boosts. They are still very comfortable. Also, these come up incredibly small. So I would definitely go up half a size, maybe even a full size, because I didn't feel comfortable. My toes were right at the end. And at the end of the shoe, you've kind of got a bit of hardened rubber, which is on the inside of the shoe, which is unprotected, so they haven't put a second layer of prime knit on it. So again, you wouldn't want to get these too small because your toes are going to end up rubbing against the little rubber lip at the end of the shoe. So really do bear that in mind when you're buying a pair. Lastly, my main concern about this LEP system is when I put a tiny bit of pressure on it on the step to test how bouncy the midsole was going to be, the LEP system snapped. It snapped. I mean, this is a £160 pair of shoes, and the new LEP system they've put in snapped when I put a little bit of pressure on it. That pressure would probably translate to me going up a step. Normally putting running pressure on as you're going up steps. So when it snaps that easily, massive concerns about the performance of this shoe long term. Next, I'm going to pop these on the scales and show you how much they weigh. Oh, these tip the scales at 383 grams. Too heavy for me. A performance running shoe, which is the angle and the lane that Adidas are driving down with these 21s. I think they've just got the weight all wrong. It's because of the amount of Ultra Boost you've got on it. But is that 6% under your foot? Possibly not, because as I said, it cups your foot around the back as you sink into it. And then you've got this LEP system that snapped on first wear. that extra weight, and you've got the extra weight of this Prime Blue Prime Knit upper that is quite dense and quite thick. So even though it will keep your feet warmer, will that impact the breathability, which now moves me on to the next section of the video where I'm going to pump the upper full of smoke to see how breathable it is. Breathability test was an absolute shock. Massive letdown. This Prime Blue Prime Knit upper did not let any of the smoke escape. Now that's because these perforations here that you see on the toe box area that run through the midfoot of the sneaker, they need to be pulled apart almost to open up. So when you put your foot in the shoe and expand it, it opens up very slightly. But when I had them on, I couldn't really tell that there were any holes there. You really got to pull on the fabric to open them up, and that's because it's a very dense, heavy fabric. And breathability wise, compared to the Nike React Infinity Run Flyknit 2s, you could see they lost hands down, and that is really a direct competitor for this shoe. Next, I want to move on to their price. Now these come in at £160. Ooh, expensive, considering what you're getting with this shoe. I mean, my thumbnail says it all for this video. Worst Ultra Boost ever? Unfortunately, I think they are. They've absolutely killed, for me, any fun element of the Ultra Boosts, and it's really sad because I love these. I love the way they flex and bounce, the way they look, the different colorways, the collaborations. They've turned it into a performance running shoe that, for me, based on the tests that I've ran, I wouldn't buy as a performance running shoe at all. I'm really concerned about this LEP system and the fact it cracked on first touch, first contact with a step, and also the fact that you're probably not getting that much boost, and they're very heavy and they're not breathable at all. So for me, I can't do anything else but give these really a 2-star review rating, and that is because they are still comfortable because they're a pair of Ultra Boosts, but I can't give them any more than that because of everything else that I think lets the shoe down. Now, if you agree or disagree, please drop some comments below. Again, do not forget to hit the little thumbs up like button. You can also watch the Nike Day video link that I'm going to post up to enter the competition giveaway. The first 150 comments will be eligible to enter when you put your shoe size. So please go over there, do that. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.